Thank you. I took a class a couple weeks ago, so I'm excited. Congratulations. Was the class like just a like an interlocking class, or what kind of class was it? Or was it specifically on installing micro locks? Hello everyone. Oh, that's cool. Which technique do you think you're going to use to install yours? Are you doing twist braids or interlocking? Okay, well, that is exciting. So you're going to do braids from root to tip and then interlock. Are you going to interlock your roots when you install, or are you going to wait until your first retie? That's exciting though. You can do it. You got this. My main tips would just be to pace yourself and take breaks when you feel like you need breaks. Because I think when we don't take breaks, that's when we start to like rush the process and we start trying to take shortcuts. But just make sure. I don't want to ask you something. Oh, are you gonna interlock the roots? I would suggest. I interlock my roots immediately after I finish installing my twist because I just knew I was satisfied with the locks that I had, the size that I had, and how many I had. So I think even if you give it like 2 or 3 days, that would be fine as well. Just so if you do decide you want to do a bigger or smaller size, you can just take the braids down and not really worried about taking the interlocking part down. But if you know for a fact that you are satisfied, then I don't see why not. Probably could have stayed with that one. But yeah, I'm off all next week, so I'll take my time. Definitely take your time. Do you have a certain size that you're going for, or are you just going based on the density of your hair? Sometimes I just do the back and then I do the front, but this time I was like, I might as well just do like this, you know, and yeah, just do the whole thing in one sitting. Not in one sitting, because I'm not doing it in one sitting, but what I'm saying is doing the front and the back at the same time. That makes sense. You got this. And you have ample time to get it done, so you can literally take your time and do what you need to do. But I think you're going to love them. My reties, they take, I really don't know, to be honest, because I don't really time myself. I just do what I feel like doing. Like, I try to do at least, well, now that I'm doing it, I try to do at least like 2 rows a day, at least. But if I have to like do it all in one sitting, I want to do it one time, but I'm gonna just leave it because I don't want it to be super tight. But if I try to do it all in one sitting, I would assume it's probably like 6 to 8 hours. 6 to 8 hours. So 6 to 8 hours broken up over the course of however many days it takes me to finish. And the time that it takes to do a retie, it just depends on how much new growth you have as well. So if you go longer between your reties, then it might take you a little bit longer than someone who is a few weeks, you know, they do their reties a few weeks before you do yours. So they may have less new growth. But it really just depends. And how long have you been contemplating like getting locks before you finally decided to take the leap? Because I know some people, they say like they've been waiting years, months. But I think when I started mine, it was maybe like a month. I know it wasn't longer than a month, for over a year. Well, I'm glad you are finally deciding to start it. I think you will love them. You'll love the journey. As long as you're patient with your hair and you drop the expectations and you don't compare your locks to someone else's 3-year locks, then I think you should be good. Because it is a journey and everybody's journey is unique to them, so you can't really go into the journey with expectations of what they look like at any time frame, really, because it just depends. You probably already know this stuff though, so you should be okay. Starting your locks is such an exciting time, so I'm happy for you. Especially now that I know it's been over a year. That is a long time. Not really, but in a sense. locks in the front are my thinner locks, so I have to make sure that I'm not doing it too tight. And sometimes with these, I do go in and I do like a 3 or 4 point rotation. I really just try to make sure I enter throughout every direction, because sometimes there's loose hairs on this side, or sometimes there's loose hairs on this side, so I make sure I go through each direction at least once to make sure I'm gathering the loose hairs from every side. But if I were to restart, I would make a few in a few in the front a little bit bigger, just so they can have a sturdier foundation. But because I did lose postpartum, I did lose I think 2 in the front, and I just combined them with another lock, which I don't, I don't feel any way about it. It happens, it's life. So I would just say to keep that in mind. Make sure the one, like in your finer areas, make sure you're not making them so teeny tiny small. So like if I were to redo this one, I would probably this probably would be one lock. And it's the same for the ones at the nape of my neck. I will make those just a smidget bigger, because my hair is finer back there as well. I definitely want to see your install once you're done, if you feel comfortable sending me pictures on Instagram. I don't know if you can, I don't think you can see them on YouTube, but if you feel comfortable. Yes, I'm on Instagram as well. My Instagram is it's the same as my YouTube name, so it's Queen Taekwondo. I'll definitely be looking out for it. And you can ask if you get to any point and you need like immediate answers. You can ask me questions as well. Currently I'm not, I'm on Instagram, but I don't have the app downloaded, so if I don't respond quick, then that's why. But I definitely check it every now and then, especially now that I know to look out for some lock mail from you. But my edges have definitely grew back in so much because I lost a lot on my perimeter postpartum, but almost a year. I'll be a year postpartum next month. So yeah, they've definitely gone back, feel back in so much, and I'm so grateful because 2 times back to back, you can imagine the damage that did to my locks. Because I lost hair both times, and it was noticeable. It was very noticeable. I literally have pictures where I'm like, whoa. But you know, that's what comes with it. So I wasn't really too stupid about it. But that's also just something to look out for. So like for this one, I don't know if this is a combined, but this one is just wider than it's wider than the other ones in my front. I want to say I did combine this one like a long time ago. Maybe when they were still starter locks. When I took it, or maybe it kept coming down until I took it down and combined it with the other one. But this is like the ideal length that I would do for my perimeter if I were to restart. Every time I talk, I forget which direction I just went. Yeah, I don't want to do it too tight, but you can see the difference between that one and then this one. this is one that I have to reattach eventually. This one came down, I think, with my first pregnancy. So over 2 years ago, like my first postpartum experience. So yeah, it's been a minute, and it literally was up here, and now you can tell it's grown this much. It's like a whole nother lot. So I don't know. I think this one came from the back, so it wouldn't be this one. It would be the other one. It's somewhere around here, but I think, because you can tell the difference between the two. They might look to be the same length, but you know when you lock it, it's gonna shrink up. So yeah, I'll reattach it one day. But for now, I just twist it around itself to keep it out the way. That was the wrong one. See, that happens when you pull. Hold on, I'm trying to explain it once I take it out. I had a feeling that was about to happen because I got confused on which one I was pulling to, but you just pull it out. You just pull it out, but let me see if I can try to explain what just happened. So you know when you pull the lock through, and like you technically, you have to keep this down, like the needle, the part that I'm pulling through, you keep it behind these two. If it goes in between and you pull through, that's how you get a knot. I learned that. So keep the strands separated when you're pulling them through. Especially when you're going down, because as you can see, it's easy for me to some kind of way reach through the lock to get the needle, but you don't want to reach through. You want to make sure it's going straight down. So if you ever form any knots, then you know that's what you did, but it's okay. Because once you feel through it, feel it, you can pull it back through. Undo it and then redo it again. I think when I did this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and interlock it from the root to the tip. If this, I just say if this is like a knot, then I probably could do it now, but I'll just wait. I will just wait. And that's good. If you're wondering what gel I'm using the Made for Locks lock gel. This is my first time using it, and I like it. I like it so far. I was trying to see the scent. So the scent is pomegranate. That's why I smelled it. But it smells really good. It's not super strong, but you can still get a good little whiff of it every now and then. But this is my first time using it, so I'll keep you guys updated as the weeks go on. You got to make sure you're clipping like every side so that you make sure you're not mirroring your locks together. This is also a fine section of my hair as well. Thank you guys for joining. See you guys the next time I go live or in